Hey, editor's note. For whatever reason, the audio quality was a little weird during the recording of this video. Sorry about that. My air conditioning unit turned on. Now you can hear the air conditioning unit in the background. Also, my mic was just kind of being weird. Yeah, sorry for the audio discrepancies. Alright, on with the video. Hey guys, Spy here. I have an announcement to make. I don't like Battle Royale games. The closest I've ever really gotten to enjoying a Battle Royale game was when I installed Unreal Tournament 1999 on some computers in a computer lab and started playing over LAN with some other people in the computer lab. And even then, Unreal Tournament isn't exactly a Battle Royale, it's more like the ancestor of the genre, the arena shooter. Ever since I heard about Battle Royale games, I just thought, so it's a game where you camp out in a corner and shoot anyone that walks by until you've unfairly corner-peeked everyone else and won the game. And to be fair, that's exactly what it turned out to be. Or at least, that's what most of them turned out as. The one exception is Fortnite, but we don't talk about that one. That has other issues. My main issue with these games is that I don't have the attention span needed for them. Sure, some can get pretty intense, but there are often long stretches of time where nothing happens or you're just waiting. That's why the games that I often play involve complex, fast-paced movement to keep it interesting. Double jumps, wall running, grappling hooks, wall jumping, sliding, sprinting, rocket jumping. Blast jumping, damage boosting, air strafing, bee hopping, whatever the heck this is supposed to be, and surfing. Yeah, that's right, I'm commentating over surf footage. I don't care. These sorts of movement mechanics make games much more fast-paced, and it makes sure that there are way more peaks than there are valleys in terms of the pacing of each match. It makes games far more accessible by keeping things interesting, and keeps people from getting bored. Compare this to a game like Rainbow Six Siege. In Rainbow Six, you move at a snail's pace, there are no movement mechanics, heck, you can't even jump. Now, many people will say, "But Evan, video game movement mechanics are unrealistic. In a tactical situation, you're not going to be jumping around like you're on a pogo stick." And to that I say, yeah, you're right. But that's why they're cool. I don't play video games because of realism. I play video games to avoid real life. Real life is boring. If you like boring old reality, why are you even playing video games? Just go outside. Sorry, I'm getting off topic here. The point is, I like video games where you can fly across the map, ambush the enemy, and leave them saying either, "What just happened?" or "Where the heck did you come from? What were you doing there?" Now imagine my excitement when I heard of a brand new video game that was entirely movement-based, and it was actually gaining quite a lot of traction. Welcome to Hyper Scape. That's not the right... one second. No. You think this is funny? Precisely what about this isn't funny? Fine, get out. I'll do the green screen stuff myself. Anyways, now, as I was saying, welcome to Hyper Scape. I felt that. This game actually looks really cool. Graphically speaking, the game looks incredible. Yes, the art style does look somewhat generic, but oh well, I'm not here for the graphics. I'm here for the game itself. And, I see. So there's something I didn't realize until now. Ubisoft Battle Royale. This means two things. First off, it's a Battle Royale. Oh god, please make it stop. The genre's the bane of my existence. And secondly, this means that I have to download Uplay and make an account. The reason I'm saying this like it's a bad thing is because Uplay is a little notorious for being a little unnecessary. Steam already exists and is the largest, and from my experience, the best, game distribution service on the market. Ubisoft already sells games on Steam, so making this new game exclusively available on Uplay is just going to hurt it in the long run. Fewer players will end up playing the game, as fewer people actually have Uplay as opposed to Steam. I understand that Ubisoft probably did this to drive more people to their service, but from the perspective of an average consumer, I can say that this will likely cause people to not bother with the game, because they'll have to install a whole new service just to play this one game. I mean, what else does Uplay have to offer? Rabbids coding? Actually, never mind, I'm now sold on Uplay. Hopefully, Ubisoft finds a way to rectify this in the future, potentially making it available on Steam as well as Uplay to ensure that the most amount of players get to play the game. They probably won't do that, but I can have unrealistically high hopes. It's my video. Even then, from what I can tell, Uplay is far less intrusive than it apparently used to be back when it gained notoriety. I still think it would be best for the game's success if it could coexist on Uplay and on Steam, ensuring the most players get to experience the game, but the fact that it's on Uplay isn't that big of a downside because it's not a big deal. Now onto the gameplay. This game noticeably toned down the horizontal movement in exchange for mostly vertical movement, except for the slide, which is really fast and awesome, and it's the best move in the game. Around the map, you'll find jump pads practically everywhere. Stepping onto one will fling you several stories up into the air, allowing you to reach the roof of a building or some other elevated platform nearby. This is great for flanking an enemy or initiating a surprise attack, or even just for getting a good view of your surroundings and deciding where you want to go next and where you don't, because there are a ton of enemies there and you're most certainly going to get murdered by all of them. Oh, and also you can double jump. With the lack of a wall jump and wall running, the movement in this game isn't quite Titanfall levels of insane, but that's okay, as the map really isn't designed around wall running. So it wouldn't really work well even if it were added to the game. And the game is already fast enough without the wall jumping. Honestly, it's great. It is awesome. It is so fun. What the heck is even happening on screen? I don't even know what I'm doing. At this point in the video, my air conditioning turned on, and yeah, so if the audio quality wasn't bad enough as it was, my air conditioner is now on, and you can hear it in the background, and noise reduction isn't working. So, yeah, sorry, this took literally an hour to record. I'm not going to record it again, because, the script is an hour long. Yeah, fun. You can equip special abilities called hacks. Each hack does something different. Some are meant for offensive or defensive uses, and can make a big difference in battle, while others are mobility-based and provide you with even more movement mechanics. Typically, the movement-based ones recharge much faster than the combat hacks. There are also others that are harder to classify as either combat or mobility-based, so I'm just going to put them in the strategic category. There are a total of 9 hacks in the game. Here's a brief summary of each one. Armor allows you to tank up and act like a complete damage sponge, at the cost of not being able to use any of your weapons or attack at all while you have the ability active. Attacking in any way will cancel the ability and make you vulnerable again. This is really, really great for when your team is in a bit of a pickle and you need to cause a distraction to save their skin without you yourself getting eliminated in the process. It's just generally good at allowing you to escape a tough situation without dying, or for getting the upper hand in a battle. Ball is exactly what it sounds like. 1 minute it's Quake Live, the next minute it's Super Monkey Ball with Moon Gravity. Boing boing. It's not that useful, but I mean, it's fun to look at. Heal allows you to heal yourself and also your teammates. In Hyper Scape, you slowly regenerate health over time, but this ability speeds up the process significantly. The ability lets you place down a healing station that will heal you and any teammates granted you're in the immediate vicinity. Invisibility is exactly what you'd expect given the name. It allows you to temporarily become invisible, at the cost of not being able to attack during the few seconds of invisibility. This ability doesn't last awfully long, so it's best to time it properly, so that you don't try to sneak past the enemy and activate the invisibility too early, causing you to reappear right in front of them. This hack can also be used for a variety of situations. For example, you could use it for surprise attacks, catching the enemy off guard by showing up literally out of nowhere. Or if an enemy surprise attacked you when you weren't ready, you could go invisible, buying yourself some time to scramble around and assess the situation, and then come back at them from an unexpected angle to get the edge in the fight. It's also good for sneaking past the enemy unnoticed. Or, you could always just use it to run away from every single fight, tail between your legs. That's exactly what I do, that's why I'm saying this. Mine allows you to set up traps in the form of mines that, when activated by an enemy player, will chase down the enemy player and blow up in their face. This is really useful for being a nuisance, or if you're dealing with large groups of enemies, as the explosion will be big enough to damage entire groups, as opposed to just one person. Reveal is an attack that reveals the location of enemies in a certain direction. This is really useful against people who like to camp in the corner and scan a doorway for movement. Now when entering a building, you know ahead of time what to expect and who is inside, and most importantly, whether or not you're going to have a rendezvous with Mr. Sentient Sentry.
Be aware of...
Is that all you got?
Shockwave is a ranged attack that deals damage in a large radius. Players caught in the attack will get knocked in the opposite direction of the attack. It doesn't do loads of damage, but it still does enough that you can finish off an enemy or get a good chip off them before you start attacking with your weapon. But more importantly, it can be used for mobility. Aiming it at your feet allows you to essentially rocket jump, sending you flying in the air and making it very hard for the enemy to hit you. You can also use it to make enemies get flung away from you so that you don't have to deal with them. Slam is literally just Ike's up B in Smash Bros. You get launched high into the air and come crashing down onto your enemies, dealing quite a significant amount of damage. Teleport is a mobility attack that allows you to teleport in the direction that you're looking. It's good for reaching areas that are just out of reach, or for escaping a fight, which is what I use it for. Always. I'm very bad at combat in this game, so I'm always using it to run away. Wall throws up a giant barricade wherever you aim. This is really good for preventing enemies from escaping, as well as stopping attackers from getting any closer to you. You can also place a wall under you and gain some height, though this isn't too useful given that there are so many other abilities that can already be used for this instead. A really interesting mechanic in this game is something called the fusion system. Essentially, if you find a hack or a weapon that you already have equipped, instead of simply going, "Oh, I already have this weapon, who cares?" you can actually fuse the weapon with the one you already have, upgrading its stats like the damage, reload speed, and ammo capacity. You can fuse hacks for similar results. Items can be fused 4 times to a maximum of level 5. Any further fusion simply refills your ammo. While we're on the topic of weapons, why don't we talk about the actual weapons themselves? But that can wait till the next video, because I already have a ton of stuff that I have to get through, and yeah, this video's already getting long enough as it is, so yeah, I'm just gonna end it right here, because there's no clean spot to end the video later on, and I don't want it being 20 minutes long. So yeah, now it looks like this series isn't really going anywhere, but trust me, it gets really good real quick. Just wait till the next video, actually. It's gonna get really, really interesting, and you'll quickly find out why I chose to talk about this game. So I hope you liked this video. Yeah, sorry that I had to delay it, because I had to remake it from the ground up, which really sucked. So, see you in the next video, and till then, signing off.